What's up, guys? Welcome back to Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, welcome back, guys. And here we are, back to work finally after 5 days of being off. Yep, 5 days, which is a little long, but it is what it is. Is this my last load? Probably not. Are we getting close? Yes, we are. Now I gotta find this trailer, looking for 21-20-24, so we can go pick up this load, headed up to Tennessee, and get on the road. Go make a couple of dollars. Now, guys, don't take it that, well, those of you that are starting off in trucking and stuff like that, don't take it that what's happening to me is going to happen to you. Everybody has different experiences, different situations. To me, it's just more so that it's just time to get off the big road, more, little more home time because of my little ones that I have at home. And you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out for yourself once you get out there. What you need to do. If being over the road is what you like, hey, I loved it. I loved it for a long time. And if I didn't have these little kids at home, I would still be over the road. I just, you know, I still like it. I still love. I enjoy meeting all the different people and just seeing different places. Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot more than a lot of people that I know have seen, and there's still a lot more to see. But it's just that time. It's just that time that I need to be home with the chillins. But if you're starting off and you're new at this, by all means, it is a real decent way to make a living, and you can make some very decent money. You just got to play your cards right. You got to figure things out. Unfortunately, you know, I tried to figure things out here with the company, and we just couldn't come to an agreement. So it's just time that I make a choice, make a change. Is it etched in stone yet? No, of course not. Nothing is. But that's the main thing, guys. When you're unhappy somewhere, make sure that you exhaust all the avenues that you can at the company you're at, because jumping companies is never the right way. It's not always greener on the other side. It really isn't. But whenever you've had conversations and you've exhausted every different scenario with the company you're working with, and they're not willing to make or help you out with a good solution, then maybe it's just not worth being there anymore. Now, I'm not saying that this company does not work for other people. It's just not working for me anymore. And yep, there it is. So you'll never hear me down talking anybody, any company, and that's also another reason why you haven't heard me up, you know, talking great things about this company. I'd just rather just keep that to myself. You guys kind of saw what's happening, but then again, like I just said, every situation is not the same. My situation, like I said, is different from others. I've seen drivers out here that are making it. They're doing real well. It's just unfortunately we couldn't come up with those that agreement with myself and the company. So it might be time for me to move on and go do something else. But if it's right to do, you'll feel that it's right to do. Gotta put you in situations that you need to be in. Sometimes we just have to listen, pay attention, and listen to, and we'll get stuff done. Give her a little tug real quick, 1, 2 good little tugs. That way you know that the kingpin is nicely locked in. I said knocked in, locked in. All right, let's go to the back, hook everything up. Let me hook y'all up here with my head cam. I know some of you don't like the head cam, but let me turn this around. But just for this situation, I'm not gonna be doing head cam for driving. I don't like that either. I can't remember who commented on the head cam while you're driving down the road. Yeah, I kind of don't feel that one as well. But just to do the stuff that I do out here, we'll go ahead and pop it on real quick. Let me see if I can get it clamped on my hat here. Oh, still need a little more tightening. That's all I do. I just put it on my hat and then put this little clamp, real handy clamp here, clamp her down, and then tilt it down a little bit. That way when I move my head, see if that worked for you guys. And that should work. So let's get off and get everything hooked up, check the lights. We're gonna go ahead with this particular truck here. You can it has the self-check where it self-checks the lights. So you go down to, let's see, down to settings. Where's it at? Settings. You go to lamp test right there. Scroll down, turn it on, and bam. All your lights are going to be doing their thing, so you're going to be able to do all this while go back. Skip. Let's add this trailer. So it's request DVIR. Yes. And then we'll go do the inspection and we'll see if it's a yay or nay. Put on the old gloves. Now on the tankers, this is something that you always have to do. You always have to go through this process to make sure that everything is good when it comes to, this grommet right here needs to make sure your grommets are on there correctly. All right. Lights. All right, that's all going. Check grommet on this one. Good. A little bit off. All right. So she's nice and seated, ready to go. Check our lights. You can also go in here and make sure that everything is locked in over there, which it looks like it is. So it's all good. I always go the wrong way on this landing gear. All right, good light there. Oh. Got us a bad light. Oh no. Yep. Now a lot of times this light's really not bad, just unplugged. See, like it is right there. So it's really not a bad light. It's just that they unplugged themselves for some reason. It's just these parts right here get loose. And there it is. And then there was light. Pop her back in. Oh, we overshot that one. Let's pop her back out real quick. Got to be very careful with these because they end up touching metal and you'll pop a fuse. Guaranteed that you will pop a fuse. All right. Let's try this one more time. You already know how we fix these things. We put some duct tape on them. So all this is on. There we go. So, are we lit up here or not? Yeah, there we go. We're lit up. Lights there. Up on top. Oh, this is closed. Mud flaps are good to go. Oh, that looks good. Oh, one thing I forgot. Now we're doing, this is a, you always have to make sure you have all the seals on here. And the tank wash, they normally hook you up. And they have everything set up. Make sure you close this, make sure everything's closed from the internal valve. And then you just grab yourself your seals here. Make sure there's always a seal in here. It's always important to make sure there's a seal in there. And then we'll grab one of these seals. Seal her up. And there you go, there's your seal there. Now the fun part is go up on top. Put our other seal. See, everything has a seal up here. There's actually a bunch of seals up here. Everything that needs to be sealed though. All right. They always do this on this one. Let's take this off because we got to make sure that it's clean on the inside. Because don't play games. Yep, nice and clean. Just got to hand tighten these because they will be opening them again. That's how they load. But yeah. I'll probably be coming to a flatbed near you soon, unless they come up with a solution here though. Like I was saying earlier, if they come up with a solution here, then we would just go ahead and stay here. But if not, must move on. All right, gotta find a little eye. I guess we'll do it here. Gonna have to use 2 seals here, so this ain't gonna reach. This is not going to reach unless we, well, yeah, we can put it around here, I guess. That should do the trick. And we'll throw another one from here. 2 up here. Anyway, they're real picky about how these things have been opened or not. So let's just do it how they want it, and we don't have to deal with it. There's actually a metal seal there. But yeah, man, those guys, those of you that are starting off in the tanker business or in the trucking industry, man, go for it. Go for it. It's a very, like I've said before, man, I've really enjoyed it. I really have. There's no other way to put it. Ow, 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 that's hot. Let's put another one here. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Of course, there's their up. It's, you know, it's had its ups and downs. But it just seemed like to me that because I've had, this is my fourth truck, and it just seems like to me that every time I work for somebody, I had a lot more money in the bank than I do here than I do now. You know what I mean? It just seems that way. But all right, all lights are good. Our inspection up there is good. VIK. Hot chocolate. How you doing, baby? All your lights are good. She's good to go. Let me grab one more thing I need to grab. Washout ticket. Don't want it to fly away, and then they're gonna send me all the way back to drop this thing off, or to get a new one. All right, guys, I made it to where I'm gonna load, and boy, is it a process to get just checked in here. I'm not gonna name the name of the place because you guys know I don't. I'm gonna see, is it on here? Y'all can see it? No. Okay. I'm not gonna name the name of the place because don't like putting this kind of information out there. But look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna talk to you through this process of just checking in. Okay, keep up with me here. Okay, you come off of the main road. There's a big yellow sign that says you must pull in here. All drivers must pull in here, which is to the left. So I pull in to the left. I go and I park where the guard calls me down to park. I show up. The guard's like, open your hood, open your doors, etc., etc. Fine. It's the process. All these refineries, they like checking stuff like that for safety. So I open everything up. They check everything. She asked me if I'm here to deliver, pick up. I said, I'm here to pick up. She said, okay. There are no parking spots that are open right now. Just fall in behind somebody that's another one of the trucks. After you're done with that, you come inside and then you check in here at the guard shack. Perfect. So, with all this stuff that's going on, well, I park the truck, right? Then I grab my paperwork and then I go over there. I have my license and my TWIC card. I haven't been here in over a year, so I know that I'm going to have to do their safety test. Done. So I go over there and I stand in line. Now you have to be in line now because they're only allowing 4 people at a time inside the building. Understandable. With COVID-19, you got to be careful with this stuff. I'll wait in line. Finally get my turn to go in. I go in. I go in to talk to the young lady that's in there. Very, very nice person. She asked me, I tell her just right off the bat, I haven't been here in over a year. She said, okay, we'll go sit down in front of the computer. I'll read through the video and then come back to me. Come back to the office. Or to the window. Fine. I go do that. It takes me about 10 minutes to do that. I come back, get back in line, because you can't jump in front of anybody. You go back to the back of the line again. You go wait your turn to get back in front of the young lady at the security, and then she'll ask you, she said, are you done? Did you finish? Yes, you did. Okay, she said, then she'll hand you a test sheet. So you get your test sheet. Now, this is only if you haven't been here in over a year. You get your test sheet, then you go sit down again, finish your 30-question test, go through it, and then go back in line again, and wherever you fall in, wait till your turn, go up, give her the test sheet, and then she'll ask you for what you're picking up, trailer number, truck number, and your driver's license. Give her that information. She gives you a card that's good for a year because you passed the test. So for a whole year, you're good. You just show them that card. You don't have to go through the first process I just talked about. Once that's done, then you drive across the street, and then there's a scale. They have a scale across the street. You get on the scale and you call this number that they have on the scale with your cell phone. You call into their control room, I guess it's called. No, it's not really the control room. It's where they give you the paperwork. And you call into them, they weigh you in. Okay? You come back across the street, find a parking spot wherever you can. Okay? Go into the control room or the process room or the paperwork room, whatever. Wait in line to get in there. And then get your paperwork give them the information on what you're picking up, truck number, trailer number, and that kind of stuff. Okay, so I forgot my wash ticket, so I had to come back to my truck, get the wash ticket, go back to her. After all that got taken care of and we were able to figure out what I'm picking up and all this other stuff, she gives me the paperwork. Very nice young lady as well. Then she sends me back to the guard with a yellow piece of paper that I give to the guard. I then again have to wait in line to be able to go in and talk to the guard. Once I go in and talk to the guard, give her the yellow sheet of paper, she hands me this, and then she says, we will give you a call when you're ready, when the load is ready to be picked up. So come back to the parking spot, and this is the spot where I'm at now. I'm waiting for the phone call. I still have to go back, get loaded, and I've been here, like I said, I've been here before. It's been a long time. So when you go back there, you go through a gate, you show them this, they scan you in, and then you go into the plant to the loading spot. If there's a truck in front of you, you have to wait for that truck to load, of course. Once that truck is done, you load. They tell you to get off your truck, give them the keys of your truck, and then they have like a little patio with a little roof that you sit, and they have this fan that's going 100 miles an hour, and no matter how hot it is, it's blowing hot air right at you. And that's where you have to be. You got no choice. Once that's done, they call you to the truck, and they do what they call a bump test, brake test, whatever you want to call it. And what it is you get back in your truck, and you accelerate the truck on first, second gear, and you slam on your brakes and let the truck kind of slosh, and they can see if there's a leak of any sorts. So just to make sure that this company is very strict of whatever they have that leaves their plant. So they want to make sure that everything's, y'all saw the seals that I had to put on everything on the truck. So once that's done, they see that there's no leaks or what have you, they send you back out, you go across the scale again, call the number, get the heavyweight, then you come back across the street again, park your truck, go in, give the guard this tag, and then you go in and get your paperwork. Once you get your paperwork, you're free to go. Boom, you're done. But it's just a huge process. A lot of the places we go to, the scales, the guard and all that stuff are actually just in one spot. So you show up, park on the scale, you give them all your information, and then they send you back to get loaded from there. You go back to get loaded, they load you. Sometimes they load you on the scale, sometimes they don't. And then they send you back out, you get on the scale, get your paperwork, you leave. Very, very simple, it's just a very smooth process. Here, whew. But what can you do? Nothing. You just have to go with the flow, get things done, stay positive, don't get upset. Even though it can get upsetting at times, just don't get upset, because at the end of the day, they're doing a job that the company wants them to do the way they want it to be done. It's not their fault. No reason for you to go off on the guard, go off on the people that do the paperwork. It's definitely not any of their fault. Now, if they come at you with attitudes and stuff like that, well, that's a different story. But if they're very nice, they're just doing their job, which they hear everybody has been very professional, very nice, very good people, and it's just the process. You just gotta hate the game, I guess. But that's how it is sometimes out here, guys. So hopefully you kept up with that story of how all these different things you have to do to come when you come load here. Those of you that haul tankers, or that you probably, with that little story, if you listen to the whole thing, you'll probably know exactly where I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you will, because this is really one of the only places that I know that does all this different stuff just to get a load. When they offer me this load, I'm always like, dang. But hey, this load actually pays very, very decent for the distance, which is good. And I've been home for 5 days. I needed to go make some money. Basically, all it's going to be is to pay for the truck. I'm not going to take any money home from that, but hopefully I can get another load after this one. But it being so late in the week, I won't see it. But anyways, we're going to give it a try. That's why decisions are being made soon enough. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go continue doing my little process here, get done, get loaded, and get on the road. Don't want to bore you guys with none of that. Guys, don't forget to be kind to one another. Help anybody needs help. Anybody contemplating suicide, please don't do it. If you need to call somebody, 1-800-273-8255. Call your friends, call your family, anybody that can help you and talk to you so you'll not do any harm to yourself. Please don't do it. Military men and women that all the time we hear about them committing suicide, police officers committing suicide, people that are in firefighters, first responders, all first responders that commit suicide. Please, it's if you can get help, please try to get help. I know times are hard and everything's difficult right now, but we can get it done. And military men and women, again, going back to you guys, thank you so much for your service. See you guys on the next video. Peace. I'm out of here.